Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. I hope you all are doing really good. So today's video is all about how to apply for the work permit from your country to Canada, or you can say that getting a job in Canada from your country. So let's get start this video. And before start today's video, I think there are I have seen many of you people watch my videos without subscribing my channel, so please subscribe that and become the part of my channel and hit the bell icon. Every time you will get the notifications when I upload the video. Moreover, follow me on my Instagram account if you haven't followed that. You can get more information about Canada, about immigration system of Canada. So let's get into today's video. So many of you are asking me this question on Instagram, how to come to Canada on work permit. First question arises, why most of the people want to come to Canada on work permit. As in my aspect, I think through study permit or through permanent resident procedures are the easiest way to come to Canada. But in study permit procedure you need money. Being on study permit, it really expensive. At least you need 300,000 Canadian dollar, which is not affordable to everyone. Moreover, if I talk about the PR, on a PR side you have to fulfill certain requirements, your IELTS score should be golden score, like 777 and 8, and you need work experience from your country at least of 3 years to meet CRS scoreboard for PR. And nowadays CRS cutoff is increasing continuously, and even after fulfilling all the requirements from your country, you can't able to meet the CRS cutoff. According to me, cutoff will be around 490 in coming time, which is really difficult to achieve while living in your country. Even if you get golden score of IELTS like 777 and 8, even if you have the work experience in your country for more than 3 years, still your score is something like 400 of 60 or 70 something, but you can't meet that requirement. So I think that's why the main reason is that why people asking me this question, how to come to Canada on work permit, so that they can work here for at least a year and then apply for the PR under CEC category. Now what is CEC? CEC is called Canadian Experience Class. So in this video I'll tell you about the different types of work permits which you can apply for from your country, and then after approval you can come to Canada, live here, work here and enjoy the life of Canada. So first question is, what is work permit? Work permit is that visa which allows you to work in Canada according to the conditions on your work permit, such as the name of the specific employer you are working for. Second is how long you can work here in Canada. Third is the location where you can work for a specific period of time legally. After getting work permit, you have to apply for your SIN number, that is social insurance number, through which you can work legally and earn Canadian dollar in Canada. How to apply SIN number, how to what are the documents requirement for SIN number, you can check out my video which I already made on my channel regarding the SIN number. So check that video, and moreover I can link that in the description box as well. Now I'll tell you the types of work permit. Mainly there are two types of work permit, the open work permit and the second is the employer specific work permit. There are some categories in these work permit. The overall there are two work permits, open work permit and employer specific work permit. Now the first is open work permit. Open work permit permits you to work for any employer for a specified period of time which is mentioned on your work permit. And open work permit restricts the occupation or location. For example, if you have open work permit and you came here in Canada as an engineer, so you have to work in your field, in your engineering field. You can change your field, you can work in sales department, you can work in management department, you can work in accountant department or something like that. Moreover, you can't change your location. For example, if you have a work permit for Ontario province, you can't change your province other than Ontario. You can go in other province because you have work permit of that province. Even you can't travel from one province to another if you have open work permit. The best part about open work permit is that you can change the employer. Means you can work in different companies of Ontario. You can change company, you can change employer. As much as you can. In open work permit, first category is a student work permit. Every student who come in Canada as a student, by default he can get open work permit. With that you can work for maximum 20 hours in a week. So if you come to Canada as an international student on study permit, automatically you get open work permit and you are eligible to work in Canada for 20 hours in a week. It's totally up to you whether you want to work 20 hours for a day, or you can divide your 20 hours for like 4 hours a day, next 4 hours in another day, like it's total 8 hours. Now you have to now you are left with the 12 hours and 12 hours on one day. It's totally up to you how you can divide your 20 hours for a week. You can earn money, manage to pay your expenses, your finances, even your tuition fees as well. Next category of open work permit is post graduation work permit. Post graduation work permit for those students who completed their graduation in Canada from DLI, like Designated Learning Institution. In this work permit, you can work full time for any employer all across the Canada. Full time means more than 20 hours, like 40 hours in a week, all across the Canada. There is no restriction that you have to work by living in one province. You can travel another province, you can work in another province, you can change your location, you can change your employer. For this work permit, you have to fulfill one major requirement, that is the college or university in which you are coming for a further student. It should be DLI approved, it should be Designated Learning Institution approved. Only then you are eligible to apply for the post graduation work permit. Next category of open work permit is the spouse work permit. Now in this work permit is for the spouse of an international student. On this work permit, I came to Canada. Here I tell you a little bit about myself. I came in Canada in 2019 as a spouse open work permit. Like my husband came in Canada on study permit, and after getting open work permit, he sponsored me and I came to Canada on spouse work permit. In this work permit, international student who came here on study permit, he can sponsor his spouse for open work permit. Then your spouse will come and work for any employer in Canada until for the same period as on the work permit or study permit of that sponsored person. Means I had work permit until my husband's work permit is not expired. In between, you can apply for the extension of your work permit or you can apply for your PR processing. Same as we did, like before the expiry of our work permits, we applied for the PR, and now here we live as a permanent residents. Next category of open work permit is work permit for the dependents of PR applicants. Now in this, one who already applied for PR, but you are not getting PR, you are applied for PR, and the dependents that he showed in PR file, those will apply for open work permit to Canada. It could be your brother or sister, it could be your spouse or a common law partner, it could be your parents or your grandparents, like blood related relations and your spouse. Now these all work permits come under the category of open work permit. Now in all these work permits, one should present in Canada so that he can sponsor another person for work permit, or you have to be PR applicant so that you can sponsor your common law partner or spouse or any other dependent. You have to fulfill some requirement for these work permits. Now come to the second category of the work permit, in which you do not need to be the student of the Canada, you do not need the worker in Canada, you do not need a PR applicant. That is the employer specific work permit. For this, you need Canadian employer job offer, or you can apply for the employer specific work permit. In this work permit, you can apply for PR by earning additional points in your CRS score for LMIA approved job offers. You can apply for the PNP and earn additional points in your CRS scores. For employer specific work permit, you need to find job of LMIA offered employed, or you need to find job of Canadian employer. I have received many messages on Instagram that how I apply for the job in Canada, and someone said like I applied for job in Canada but didn't get any response, and many others. So for that, you really need to do hard work on your resume and your LinkedIn profile. You can apply on different job portals like LinkedIn, Indeed, ZipRecruiter, Glassdoor, or you can create your express entry profile on Canada Job Bank portal and apply for the job as well. You can approach different employers on LinkedIn, message them that you want to work in their company. You have to show your specific skill set and want to grow professionally with them. Moreover, you can take a phone number through which you can talk with the employers, talk with the HR of any company which is present here in Canada. And Indeed is one of the most approachable job portals. Apply on Indeed, read the job descriptions, and if you have that skill, apply for the job, because you need to stand out for getting job from your country. As in Canada, many employees are there who are applying for jobs. There is so much competition. You have to sharpen your skills and work on your resume, your profile, your LinkedIn profile. You need to shine out. That's all in this video. If this video is helpful for you, press the like button. And if you have any queries, contact me on my Instagram channel or comment below. Moreover, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed it till yet.